Last time, in part 1 of this series, we made pretty much the mainstays of Marvin's family, minus some of the more niche OG characters, besides Shrek. And today, in this video, I basically wanted to mainly focus on Junior and his video's cast of characters. But before I could actually start creating any characters, I noticed Goodman needed something. So I decided to see what was up, and to nobody's surprise, he asked me if he can live with Marvin. And as fun as that does sound, I want to make the actual characters that actually live together first, so I politely decline him. And Rose also wants some attention, so I let her talk to Jeffy, and they have a pretty nice conversation about Jeffy's favorite food, chocolate cake, which of course goes great. And that gives us the ability to give Rose a nickname from Jeffy. But with no further distractions, I hop into the Mii Maker and I craft our beautiful Junior Mii. I get him some clothes to make him look the part fully, and I unlock a kitchen interior for a special someone we'll be making later. I see Brooklyn guy has the hiccups, so I drag Marvin over to help him in this dire situation, and he helps him. And I hop straight back into the Mii Maker and cook up our Joseph, his friend from school, Mii. This gives us some more island room to work with, but since I'm kinda locked into Mii making right now, I'll do our island customization in a little bit. So I get Joseph some clothes, and as I give them to him, he asks if I want to go bowling. So I knock him all over in comedic fashion, and I get a nice Nintendo Switch role-playing game as my reward. But I give Joseph his outfit, and he loves it. And out of the corner of my eye, I see that Marvin is dreaming about something. So I decide to take a peek at what it is, and, it's whatever though, because we unlock our right price pawn shop, and this obviously inspires something in Mr. Goodman as he starts staring into the sky, thinking about his beautiful crush Marvin. But before any feelings can blossom into anything bigger, we need to complete the main 3 of the Junior videos, or the Skeeter Boys. I'm not fucking calling them that for the entire video. So I get to work on our Cody Mii, and well, I do think I could have done a better job. He is probably the most off-looking Mii on our island, like, period. But it's Cody, so who really cares? I care, but I mean, this is the best that I could do. And his outfit is definitely the most complicated to translate over, but I think I did the best with the options we have available to us right now before we unlock the clothing option at the pallet house. But out of the corner of my eye, I catch a peek that Mr. Goodman is interested in something, so I decide to interact with him, and this is what we see.
Marvin, looking lovely as ever. What the fuck? Marvin, look out! I got you, Marvin.
Nah, I'm good. Fuck ass Goodman. Goodman is so in love with Marvin, and Marvin is so in love with Goodman too. It's only gonna be so long until they discover their true feelings for each other. Things are really heating up on the island. But I force some friendships upon my Miis, so they fit their actual personalities better, and friendships start blossoming between them all. And Joseph is a green beans type of person, I guess. But this levels Joseph up, and I give him his famous catchphrase at the end of all of his sentences. Brooklyn Guy then asks me a personal question about an activity I'd like to compete in. So I decide to reference the best SML episode of all time and make it the best chef competition. I then spend an embarrassing amount of time upsizing our island so we can fit everything on it better, and yet it still looks pretty ugly, but that's fine. And as soon as I'm done, I notice Jeffy has the hiccups. So, of course, I go find Marvin to help Jeffy, but he's having a sleepover with Goodman. How could I possibly ever interrupt that? So, I choose the obvious second choice to help him. Junior! But he's unsure what to do and just kinda walks away. So I call the third best option and get Joseph over there, and he solves the problem perfectly. They then both enter max chill mode. Whatever that means. But we have enough warm fuzzies now to unlock the clothing option at the pallet house, so that is what I choose. But before we get super customizing all of our clothing, we need to make the most important me on the entire island, the backbone of our entire society, and a true top dog of the island. Chef Pee-Pee. He's so beautiful, truly the best me on our island. He even has his iconic poop nose. And since we don't have a chef outfit yet, I decide to give Chef Pee-Pee the second best option. But as soon as Chef Pee-Pee steps out of his house, Junior immediately spots him and literally jogs over to him simply to bug Chef Pee-Pee. But since this Chef Pee-Pee variant still has no idea of the torture that lies ahead of him, they hit it off and start becoming friends. Because of all this, Junior levels up and I decide to give him a laptop. Because, when has that ever gone wrong? Ever. But I decide to check up on Goodman, and he decides that he just can't take it anymore. He needs to tell Marvin how he feels, or else he's going to burst. So I find the perfect place in the city, and I choose a perfect topic for them to confess their love to each other with, and I send them at it.
Pay your damn house payment, Marvin.
Hold it right there, rich donkey!
The one who truly loves donkey is me.
I'm the one who always loved Marvin, even more than life itself.
Donkey, which one of us do you choose?
Goodman, I'd love to go out with you.
What the fuck, donkey?
As sad as it is to see Marvin deny his lifelong best friend of a relationship, I can't say I blame him, considering, you know. And Mario and Goodman have just had that good of chemistry on the island. So far, it's only right that they become our island's first official couple. And because of this, Goodman levels up, and I'm able to give him another little quirk. After this, though, things slow down on the island for a bit, and all of our Miis are kinda just enjoying themselves. That is, until I see Joseph fell down and needs help getting up. So, of course I bring Junior over to help, and hopefully he actually does something this time. Thankfully, he does do something, and this grows Junior and Joseph even closer together. Then Shrek asks me to play yet another game of bowling with him, and I fail miserably. My Switch then decides to absolutely mess up and not record anything for like 40 minutes. But during this time, I unlock custom clothing at the pallet house, and I make some pretty cool clothes for Junior, Joseph, and Jeffy to make them look a little bit more like their real selves. But then I check on Cody really quick to see that he's trying to catch butterflies. If I had a nickel for how many times I reference Bowser Jr.'s YouTube channel in this video, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice. All of my Miis are pretty hungry though, so I head back to the pallet house and I cook up some MFN caterpillars for them to all eat. They absolutely love it, and everyone on my island is pretty much just chilling for a minute until Jeffy asked me to play a game with him, and God damn it. Fine, Jeffy, I'll play fucking bowling with you. I play the bowling minigame, I lose, like always, and then I clear Chef Pee-Pee's brain of a bunch of popsicles. This obviously inspires him so much, he opens his own restaurant, as we then unlock the Tomodachi restaurant. I then do a little bit of remodeling and realize I accidentally gave Rose a direct path to socialization by putting her in the town, so I move her to the beach to completely isolate her from all of the characters with actual personalities. Junior and Cody then go out to eat at the Tomodachi restaurant and start gossiping about Joseph's true nature. I then play a quick game with Shrek and thank God it's not bowling again. Instead, it's Shadow Quiz, and I absolutely kill it and get a cooking show as my prize. I then pop into Chef Pee-Pee's house and immediately give him the cooking show, and he absolutely loves it. I also pop into Junior's house and give him his favorite snack, toilet paper, but he doesn't really like it, probably because I forgot the mustard. I then go outside to see that Marvin is in a big hurry and is rushing back to his house, so I decide to focus on him. He then comes home, realizes he didn't forget to tidy up his room with nothing in it, and then just sits down on the floor. Peak living, Marvin. But he is pretty hungry, so I feed him a carrot cake. I then see Cody, Joseph, Jeffy, and Goodman are all heading to the restaurant to eat, and a little scenario plays out between Cody and Joseph. I do think this island could use just one more Mii to make our town perfectly fit though. So I start cooking up a Braxton Mii, and little side tangent, I've gotten used to a lot of the puppets over the years as an OG SML fan, but dear God, I can't get used to Braxton. This design is just nothing at all what I imagined Bowser would look like, and especially the name Braxton. I'm sorry if there's any Braxtons watching this out there. It just doesn't really fit him at all. I have gotten a little used to it, especially the design, but I just really wish Chef Pee-Pee continued to refer to him as boss, like he did during that little gray area where they didn't have a concrete name for him yet. But I'm just yapping. This can be a topic for a whole other video. The point is we made fucking Braxton. And Braxton soon asks me what my favorite celebrity is. And I could give an honest answer for myself on who I love, or even who Logan from SML's favorite celebrity is. But those are absolutely lame choices. So I chose the lamest, but also funniest and still on target for SML humor choice that I could think of, Stanley Yellnuts from Holes. I then give Chef Pee-Pee's house a beautiful kitchen interior that we unlocked earlier, and Jeffy and Rose end up getting into a conversation together at the restaurant. I'm then challenged to a game of group repeats by Marvin and Goodman, and sadly lose. But I catch that Junior is bored and wants company, so I drag his bestie Joseph over to him to give him some. And they end up talking about, but the conversation goes great, and they hit it off and perfectly become perfectly good, perfect friends forever perfectly. This also gives me the ability to give them both nicknames, so of course I make Joseph call Junior Dude. And since I've received 10 boosts of happiness, my residents put a little show on for me. Junior and Joseph start making art in the sand that looks scarily like Jeffy, and Goodman asked me to play a game of coin spin. And of course, like every other minigame, I lose. And Goodman obviously starts feeling good about himself because this then happens.
What are you up to, Mr. Goodman? Marvin! Nothing! Absolutely nothing, Marvin! Is that me?
They are so in love with each other, I am going to be sick. And of course, Goodman celebrates by doing, this.
I'm in a drive-thru a Burger King. Can I please get a Whopper Junior with onion rings?
But Brooklyn Guy seems to be keeping a close eye on Jeffy. So I poke him to go interact, and he sprints over to Jeffy to start talking about their immense passion for MFing caterpillars. And, of course, they hit it off perfectly. But wait, Goodman must be jealous. He wants to be friends with Jeffy, so he sprints over and steals Jeffy's attention from Brooklyn Guy by talking about Stanley Yellnuts, because who wouldn't want to talk about Stanley Yellnuts? We then pop into Joseph's dream to see him trying to cross a road of chickens. Okay then, Joseph. But right after that, Shrek asks me for some food. But I can't give Shrek just any normal food. He's on a strict diet. So I hop into the pallet house and start making him a totally perfect Sara Lee cheesecake with my amazing artistic abilities, and pretend that he totally loves it and didn't make a negative reaction when I fed it to him. That's not on character, Shrek. You're supposed to love it. And right after this, Cody asked me what my most prized possession is. So I pull out the ultimate SML elite ball knowledge and write down our precious nickel. And Jeffy asked me if I think Marvin and Rose would be good friends. And I do sadly agree with him, so I decide to make them talk about the stars. Remember when Rose had a character? Me too, buddy. Me too. Their conversation goes pretty well, though, and they become pretty good friends. And I then unlock the ability to make custom treasures for our characters. But I think I will save that for next time, as I plan on going a little hard with the customization. I plan on making Ken for Cody, obviously, and things like Charlie and Friends for Bowser. Part 1 of this series was us mainly focusing on the Jeffy era Miis. Part 2 has been us focusing on the Junior era's characters. And next time, I'm going to be focusing on a lot of the more classic characters, like Woody or whatnot, while also customizing our island to the full maximum that we can. I have also seen all of your guys' comments and all of your amazing character suggestions, but I do just want to clear some things up. I will be probably adding Does Bad Things Guy in the future when I start adding some more niche characters, but I'm just gonna break this right here. I do not know anything about Aw Shucks or any of the Friday Night Funkin' or SML wiki stuff. I am a full-blooded OG SML fan, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little clueless to what an aw shucks is, but if these videos do well, I am fully open to learning what a lot of these fan creations are and making a part of this dedicated to a lot of these more unique characters. I do want to focus on the main SML characters from the actual channel first though, so I just wanted to clarify that a little bit. But I will wrap this up here, and this island will just keep getting even more insane the more that we play on it. But do comment down below your favorite part of this video, or any ideas that you personally have for our island, and I will see you all next time on the SML